What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy X Motorsports 414 coming back at you one more time again. Right quick, if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you can get notifications when I upload videos. And today, I just want to have a brief conversation about the new specs that were leaked about the 2020 Shelby GT500 and whether or not Ford pumped out with the horsepower numbers we're seeing right now. Well, before we talk about that, I want to do a brief history or a brief look back how we got to the point we are right now with the three, American sold muscle slash sports cars and the horsepower war that's going on right now with them. Now, the current horsepower wars we're in right now kicked off in 2013 when Chevy released the Camaro ZL1 with a 6.2 liter supercharged V8 putting out 580 horsepower and 556 pound-feet of torque, weighing about 4,300 pounds. Now, Ford was not going to be outdone by Chevy slash GM, and following the passing of the founder of the Shelby brand, Carroll Shelby, Ford released the 662 horsepower supercharged V8 to best the Camaro. Now, mind you, the Challenger and the Charger at this point in time were still in their 6.4 liter SRT8 configurations. The 2015 year was the year that they released the Hellcat. This is a great advantage to Dodge, and this is the reason why Dodge actually released a 707 horsepower car in 2015 to compete. Because even before the ZL1 and the ZL1 and the Shelby GT500, a lot of people had already complained about not having enough power. Then the car was a little bigger, it didn't handle as well. At this point, everybody was in love, with the way the Challenger looked. But when it came down to it, when you bought this car and you took it out to the drag strip, or did a little bit of street racing and stuff like that, light to light, they were getting dusted by Camaros, because of the more well-built suspension, so they had to come with something hard. So Dodge came out with the 2015 Challenger Hellcat, a 707 horsepower supercharged 6.2 liter V8 that was really a downsized 6.4. So now as it stands, Ford really doesn't have an answer for the two cars, being the Camaro or definitely not the Demon. They don't really have an answer for those two cars. So everybody was expecting them to come back, and try to, get back in the rat race with the GT500. But it seems like that's not going to be the case. But we'll have to wait and see. We don't know all the specs. And the reason why I think a lot of people are disappointed is because if you don't know, Ford is the only one that never stopped producing, their pony car, the Mustang. Dodge, stopped back in I think like the 70s or something like that. And Camaro, the Camaro had a hiatus from 2002 to I believe 2007, 2008. But what I'm taking away from this is, a lot of people were expecting Ford to step up to the plate. I'm definitely not a Ford hater. My first car, believe it or not, my first car was a Mustang. It was a four-cylinder, believe it or not. It was like a 91 Mustang was my first car. So I have a history of Ford myself somewhat, but we'll have to see what Ford does. Right now, if you look, you really don't even have a muscle car, a four-door muscle car, a large-scale muscle car in the United States besides the Challenger, because of the increase in sales with our crossovers. And as you know, Ford has said they will only build two cars in the U.S. now, and possibly one, because they said if the Focus might be going away for right now. We're going overseas, and as you know, it took us a long time to even get a Focus RS. Seems like Ford is not really focusing on any performance at all besides the GT. And if you look at it, Chevy's done the same thing. Chevy, the only performance cars they have right now is the Tahoe and the Camaro. But you know what, man? That's my thoughts on it, man. You guys have a nice rest of your day.